What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 5 of TeamSinnoh. I'm your host, Jesse, Water and Grass, Mr. Awesome, whatever you want to call me. And I'm here to host episode 5 of TeamSinnoh. And I'm also going to introduce another segment at the end of this episode, so stay tuned for that. But before we get into all that good stuff, let's have a quick rundown of what's going to be happening this episode. Starting off, we're going to have Chris, or Slayer MCA, who's going to be talking about his top 5 favorite Pokemon anime characters. He's going to give a little bit of a background information on each one. He's gonna have 5 of them, of course. I think I said top 5 already, but hey, whatever. And he's gonna do it in a pretty unorthodox way. I mean, I wouldn't suggest the way he did it because it might not be safe, but hey, he's a risk taker. Then we're gonna pass things along to Josh, who is going to be talking about the new set, Dragon Vault. He's going to be reviewing that entire set, tell you what's playable, what's not playable, and it's an awesome little mini set to check out. Definitely stay tuned for that. Then we're going to pass things along to Bryce, who has all the latest video game news, which there is a lot of, considering Black and White 2 recently came out October 7th. So definitely look forward to that. Then we're going to have Brian, who's going to be talking about new PokeTubers in the PokeTubing Spotlight, and hopefully you guys can go check out everyone that we put in the PokeTubing Spotlight. Then we're going to come back to me, and I'm going to close things out. I'm going to give you guys the sponsors, which I hope you guys find funny, and I'm also going to add a new little mini segment to this, so hopefully you guys enjoy that as well. So without further ado, allow me to stop blabbing, and for me to pass things along to Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hey guys, you're watching the video of Slayer MC. Now, fuck. Alright, thanks a lot, Jesse. So as you guys can see, the sky is not my face, even though I want it to be. But I don't even know why I'm screaming at you guys, but as you guys can see, I am not at home. And I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'm like driving like a good Asian man should do every time he drives. And that is with both hands and a camera with both my thumbs. Anyway, so I just realized that Jesse wanted me to talk about the top 5 favorite anime characters, and by the time I realized this, I was already halfway on the secret road trip to see a very mysterious, lovely person who I should not name. So without further ado, let us begin our countdown. And apparently I'm supposed to give a simple explanation of my top 5 favorite people as well. Just some background and stuff. So first of all, in no particular order, my top 5 favorite anime characters are: number 1, Flannery. So as you guys may know, Flannery is this hot ass chick in Ruby and Sapphire. I think she's the 4th gym leader. And I think that's as far as I know, like in explanation wise, because I'm currently making this out on the top of my head. But she is damn fine, and she is a redhead sort of ginger, and she has a Torkoal, and she's fire type, so she's feisty as. So that is why, in my eyes, like, she damn hot and fine, and she don't look like no May or no Dawn or no nothing, or like she doesn't look like a preteen, pre-pubescent chick. So I'll be like, damn, she fine. And I'm just like, she's like my favorite chick anime character ever. Anyway, moving on. Number 4, or no, my second one in no particular order, is Brock. The reason that I like Brock is, in case you guys don't know, Brock has been chilling with Ash since goodness knows when. And the reason I like Brock is that the way that he sees this world is so much different than how we see it. Because if you look at his eyes, it's these long black ass rectangular things, and he sees the world like even worse than an Asian, you know, like. So for respect for him, for being able to walk, battle, and cook, and not getting burnt while cooking with those tiny ass, thinner than an Asian's eyes. So yeah, that's why I thought he should be in my top 5 fave, because he's my favorite for being blind while being cool at the same time. So yeah, in at number 3 is Gary. So this is not the Gary that had 10 badges when there was only 8 in Kanto. This is the Gary that matured after a while and decided enough is enough, and he'll go back and chill out with Professor Oak and be a good Pokemon researcher. And he has all these mean-ass, strong-ass Pokemon, and just full respect for him, and that is why I like Gary. And so Jesse Levine Knuckles guy told me to talk a little about the history. So Gary is Ash's rival, and you can call him dipshit or asswipe or whatever you want. And yeah, that's pretty much all I know about him, and his Eradicate theory. That's pretty much it. Anyway, in at number 4, I mean my 4th favorite person is Misty, because I mean not 4th favorite, but Misty is one of my favorite anime characters as well, because I always had a crush on her since I was young, because she wore that tight little yellow t-shirt with those little red bands and a mini jeans sort of thing. And she always has a very feisty nature, and like, you know, when you're young, you know, and then you got no other forms of stimulation, and then you see Misty and be like, damn, she fine, sort of thing. But as you grow up and Ruby and Sapphire gets released, you'll see, damn, Flannery, she fine. So sort of, I hope you guys understand what I mean, you know. So yeah, I have this attraction towards Misty, and I guess she's like my elementary primary school sweetheart. Anyway, moving onwards, my last and final person that I like the most, I don't know if you guys can guess it, and that is I don't think anybody was gonna be expecting this, but remember in the first few, you know, back when the Pokemon anime series was still, you know, good to watch, it is my favorite anime character is that chick who was a ghost that Brock fell in love with, but like she was like a stone statue thing that tried to meet up with his dead.
Nice info, Chris, and yeah, I'm ZapDorsTCG for those of you that recognize me as the trading card game news for this channel. And yeah, I'll be talking about the new set, Dragon Vault, which is a mini set that came from the Japanese first, and we got it this time around in around October, so expect that in your stores. You'll be able to get a blister, which is a special blister with 3 booster packs from that set in there, and the set contains about 20 cards, actually 21 to be exact, because there's a secret rare Kyurem in there, and if you buy the blister you get 3 booster packs, and each booster pack only contains 5 cards. Now you may think, how disappointing is that? I buy a blister, I only get 5 cards per booster pack. Well, each booster pack contains all holographic cards, so every card in the set is holographic, which is a sweet deal. And there are all dragon type Pokemon, so if you like dragons, you should definitely get this, because yeah, you also get promo card, which is yeah, a sweet promo card. You can get Latios, Draudigon, Rayquaza. So even the Rayquaza, which used to be $80 in the Dragon Exalted set, the shiny one, you can get it much cheaper by buying the regular one, or getting, yeah, the blister with the Rayquaza stamp on it, or actually the stamp on the Rayquaza card. So the Dragon Vault stamp will be on the promo cards. And yeah, the set is really nice. We have let's see, a Dragonite line, which has some Dratinis in there too, then 2 Dragonairs and a Dragonite, and that Dragonite can do Hyper Beam for lightning and a DCE, dealing 50 damage, flipping a coin if hits, discarding an energy attached to the defending Pokemon, which isn't actually that good, but it has 150 HP, and it's a second attack for a grass and 3 DCEs, or actually 3 regular colors energies. Imagine 3 DCEs, that would be insane. Never been a Pokemon that needed that many energies. So a grass and 3 colors energies, and it deals 60 times. You can flip 4 coins for each head. You deal 60 damage. So a lot of damage, but you need some help with coin flips. Maybe Victini could help. Next we have a Salamence line. We have a sweet looking Bagon or Bagoon or whatever you want to call it, and then it evolves to Shelgon. Now that interesting, and it evolves to Salamence, which is actually really interesting, because if you what does it say again? Yeah, once during your turn, you may have your opponent discard cards from his hand until he has 4 cards remaining. So this could be really disruptive, because sometimes your opponent has lots of cards in their hand, and they don't seem to get a supporter or a shuffle supporter, and they hand stack up. Well, if you get the Salaman's ability, you can sweep away all those cards, and then you can even play a card like Hooligans, Jim and Cass to actually put more cards into their deck, so they are stuck with like one card or something, which could be a really neat technique to actually win. I've seen some Japanese people using a Salaman's deck, so yeah, it also has an attack dealing 90 damage, and the attack isn't affected by any effects on the defending Pokemon, so pretty sweet dragon card. Then we have Latias, a basic Pokemon with 100 HP. It can deal 40 damage, and that isn't that good, but it's a basic Pokemon, so people might just play it that way. Then we have Latios, which is slightly better. We have dealing 40 damage at most. If Latios, if Latias is on your bench for water and Carlos energy, you can deal 40 damage on turn 2, I believe, unless you have energy acceleration. So that could be used. Next we have Rayquaza, the card from the set that you want to pull, because Rayquaza is really neat. If you have some of those in your electric deck, you'll actually have it much easier on turn 1 to actually deal some damage, and actually discarding some cards from the top of your deck in order to discard some lightning energies through that way. Then we have a Haxorus line with 2 Axews in there, 1 Fracture, and the Fracture actually has an ability, and if this Pokemon is affected by special conditions, each of his attacks deal 40 more damage to the defending Pokemon, so that could be actually useful, because his first attack deals, he only has 1 attack, Dragon Claw, it deals 60 damage, so it'll actually deal 100 damage, and if you count that dragons are weak to themselves, you deal 200 damage, so even with Eviolite you can knock out Actually, can knock out every dragon Pokemon unless you're up against, let's say, Black Kyurem with some tool card, ace pack card attached that he has more HP. That way you can knock it out. But other than that, Fracture is quite good. The only problem I see is that the dragons all need multiple energies, like the Haxorus line needs Fighting and Steel. Then you have Latios that needs Water and Psychic, and then Dragonite needs Lightning and Grass, Salamence Fire and Water. So they actually mix together some types. Lucky for us, we have what was it again? The blend energies. Yeah, some blend energies could actually work in our favor. And actually the Haxorus is quite neat. It has the attack Axe Slugger, which deals 60 damage. Plus, if the defending Pokemon is a Carlos Pokemon, this attack deals 120 damage, so with a DCE, that's really nice. Then it also deals Dragon Pulse, 100 damage, and discard the top card of your deck, but you can deal 100 damage, so the dragons are actually looking really nice with the artwork and stuff. They have lots of HP, but the attack costs are actually way too hard to pull off. Then we have a Draudigon, a basic Pokemon. Yeah, it's actually nice, 110 HP, and I can deal 80 damage times 2 if you flip 2 coins for each head, dealing 80 damage. And that's all for the regular Dragon Pokemon in this set, but there's also some item cards and their secret rare Kyurem, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So, the items we have XP Share, which is now available as a holographic card, which is nice for Terrakion players out there to retaliate, attaching an XP Share on your first turn to a bench Terrakion, and it's a holographic XP Share, which is nice. Then we have a Fast Ticket, which is the card I talked about in some of my episodes. If you haven't watched my episodes, check out my channel. Anyway, the first ticket is an item card that if you have it in your opening hand, you can start right away without having to do the unnecessary flipping coins to decide who goes first. So that could be useful in donking decks. So remember that Lugia EX is coming out with Plasma Energies and the DCE attached to the Lugia EX. You can attack on turn 1, dealing a lot of damage. So first ticket can actually help with that, and if both players have a first ticket in their opening hand, then you just flip a coin like nothing ever happened. So the thing I think about first ticket is you have to play 4 in order to actually work. You can only play 1 if you want to, but then you have an unnecessary card in your deck. And if it doesn't work out, even if you have 4 in your entire deck, then you have a really tough time, because 4 unnecessary cards, like you top deck and it's a first ticket, you're actually doing nothing with it because it's useless by then. And then there's also an item card, Super Rod, also been used quite a lot, and even electric decks to fish out the Dynamos and the electrics. And that Super Rod is holographic as well, so it's neat to have all holographic cards. And then the secret rare in this mini set is Kyurem, 130 HP, a basic Pokemon, and for 3 DCEs, or what am I saying? I have problems with that. 3 Carlos energies, it deals 60 damage, so it can actually be splashable in every deck to have a dragon that deals that amount of damage. It also has the attack Blizzard, and it deals 90 damage for a water, a psychic, and a DCE. So 90 damage, and then it deals 10 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So there we have the entire review of the Dragon Vault set. And yeah, there are also some stamp promos I talked about before, which you can check popping up left or right on my head. So to even have a look of how the set actually works or looks. So yeah, that's my info for this week's TeamSinnoh video. So I'll leave things on to my good friend Bryce with his awesome video game analysis with Black and White 2 coming out. So yeah, check him out. Yo!
Thanks Josh for that intro. Today we've got a lot about Black and White 2 since it's releasing today. Hopefully the episode gets out on time. If not, whatever. It's not my fault. Maybe it is my fault. Maybe not. But yeah, so let's start off. So Unova is a whole new place. It is 2 years later, continuing the story from Black and White. It's the first time Pokemon game has ever continued a story. There's a lot of familiar characters. I'm not going to release too many spoilers, but you can get Pokemon from other regions such as Growlithe, Riolu, Dunsparce. I don't really want to ruin it for you guys, so I'm just going to let you guys figure it out on your own. First point I want to talk about is the medal system. It's basically the I'll explain. It's like achievements in Xbox or trophies in PlayStation. You get them for doing so many things like walking so far, battling a certain way, saving so many times. You get medals. There's like a guy in the little Pokemon Center. You'll see him. He'll give you your medal box. But yeah, so medals, and we have the key system. The key system, basically, you can change the difficulty on your game to easy, normal, or challenge mode. I have not unlocked the challenge mode yet. I don't know how. Sure, soon enough that we will know how. Next thing we have is Memory Link. Memory Link, you link your experience from Black and White. Yeah, the first Black and White games. It unlocks certain little events, and you can catch N's Pokemon. I caught N's Sigilyph. I don't want to throw out too many spoilers, but yeah. So there's that, and we have Pokestar Studios, which is a pretty cool thing, where you can film movies. You have to do certain, you have to battle certain ways and knock out your opponent in certain ways. In front of a green screen, and then you can watch the movies you make, and the better you make it, the more accurate you make it, the more applause and more approves you get, and then the bigger star you can become. Like I said again, I'm not going to try and spoil anything. Next on our list is Genesect, came out today. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to scroll down to I think it says Mystery Gift, and then you gotta go to Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, I think, and then you connect it, and then you receive the Genesect gift, and then you gotta make sure you go to the Pokemart with an empty slot in your party so you can pick up the Genesect. It is level 15, comes with Techno Blast, and all those other good attacks. I can't remember them right now off the top of my head. Techno Blast, Solar Beam, Magnet Bomb, and Signal Beam. That's it. I got it. I did get it today. I think I'm recording this at 4 in the morning. I don't know why I'm up this late, but I needed to get this done. Next thing on our list, the Dream Radar is available today at the eShop. I'm not sure if you have to pay for it. I'm pretty sure you have to pay for it, but I'm sure it won't be too much. You can get the Therian forms of Landorus, Tornadus, and Thundurus, which is very, very awesome. I like the Therian forms a little bit better, actually, instead of this. Instead of these guys, because they kind of look exactly the same except for their hairdo and their tails, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then you can get Pokemon with other abilities from the Dream Radar, and it's a fun spin-off kind of game. You can still change Thundurus, Landorus, and Tornadus using a special item. I don't have it yet because I have only had the game for a day or two. For 3 days, maybe? 3 days. But actually, something you guys could do is leave your starter Pokemon, like your favorite starter Pokemon from the 5th gen, the one you're gonna use, in the comments down below, down there. You guys looking down there? Right. And yeah, we'd love to hear what you've got to say. Next thing, Pokemon Type is scheduled to release soon. It's another spin-off game. And then they announced Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Magnet Gate, and the Infinity Labyrinth. So yeah, it's supposed to release sometime in November in Japan. So I don't know if you're a big Mystery Dungeon fan. You're gonna have to wait. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna pass the torch to Brian, who has a lot of editing to do, because I'm not gonna do it.
Thanks again, Bryce. What's up, PokeTubers? This is HSF144, and I'll be talking to you again about PokeTuber Spotlight, which will feature Mr. Pokemon X, who is another gym leader. And I'm doing gym leaders for a while because just to get them over with, but I do want to get to actual other PokeTubers that I do enjoy in the field. It's just that this is easier for timing reasons. Anyway, so Mr. Pokemon X is he was here for a long time, and he collects theme decks, and he's an all-around great guy. Like, he might seem kind of like cold to you, but he's generally a good guy if you don't like ask him for free stuff or something. Anyway, so yeah, so he collects theme decks. He actually collects a lot of Japanese cards, and he just completed his web series cards, or he completed it a while back, but I'm just saying, like, that's his more recent videos, and so you should definitely check that out. I'll have the link in this video. And as for other videos, I just completed my base set opening, so please check that out. And yeah, that's what I have for your videos so far. I will be looking at videos in the future. I just haven't had enough time, so I'm kind of just promoting TeamSinnoh a little bit. So if you have any videos, please send them to me, because it's easier than kind of just like looking at other videos and going out there right now, because I kind of have a lot of stuff to do. Anyway, let's see what else is next. A lot of people have been asking about the Gym Leader saga, and it's just a little fun little story that like we've been working on, and the whole idea is to actually have our artist make that stuff into a manga. So hopefully we can try that, try and get that out in the future soon. But I don't know when. And I guess it all depends on the website and Unloved Angel's timing and his schedule, so be sure to look at that in the future. But in the meantime, we'll be pumping out some little still images of what we've been doing with the Gym Leader saga. And finally, I know a lot of people have been asking me about the icons, and I'm really sorry for not actually responding or anything on my channel or on TeamSinnoh's channel. Again, I've just been busy, and I really do want you to have a custom icon made from us, but yeah, it's just that I've been busy. So if you can, just send me another email, send me another message, email, or whatever, and hopefully I'll get back to you. And I do apologize. I'm not trying to dodge anyone. I'm not trying to like be like stuck up and like ignoring everybody, because I hope that's not how you view. And yeah, I hope I can get some more icons out. It's just sometimes it's time consuming, but yeah, so that's what I have for you today. Thanks for watching my segment, and I will pass it on to Jesse.
Alright, Brian, thank you. And you guys should all definitely check out all the PokeTubers in the PokeTubing Spotlight. It'll help bring this community closer together, because you guys might discover some PokeTubers that you might not know of. So definitely check out all the PokeTubers in the PokeTubing Spotlight. Probably have the links down below in the description box. Now, before I thank you all so much for watching this video and I close out this episode, we are going to go into my little mini segment of this episode that I will be having every episode from now on. Now, I'm going to be ranting a little bit. I am going to be talking and ranting, and I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. But hey, maybe you guys can come up with a name for it, right? That'd be kind of cool, right? You guys can come up with a name. Like I said, it's going to be like a Jesse's kind of rant sort of thing. and we can leave it down below in the comment section, and I will choose the best one, and the one I like the most I will reveal in the next episode. And of course I will give you credit where credit is due, and you'll see it. So definitely do that. Now before we get into the rant, allow me to explain what the rant might be about. Now the rant is going to be about two different subjects, and that is trolls and being yourself, and also it is going to be about raffles. Now I might not have the most popular opinion when it comes to raffles, but hey, we'll see where it goes. Like I said, it is opinion and it's strictly, just a little rant, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. Anyway, let's start off with the raffles actually. Now raffles seem to be a reoccurring trend that seems to be growing in this PokeTubing community. Now you see, I have no problem with giveaways whatsoever. My problem is with raffles. If you want to give something away, I believe you should give away stuff with your content, with your videos, with your channel. And if you want to give away material things like cards or deck supplies, sleeves, anything like that, I believe you should just give them away, hold a contest or something like that. Raffles are different. Now here's how raffles are different in a sense. You see, raffles these days, and I'm guilty, I've had raffles in the past, but a long time ago, and I won't be having any more raffles. I will be doing giveaways. TeamSinnoh might be having some giveaways. 2013 is going to be a big year for TeamSinnoh, and we're going to close out 2012 very strong. So anyway, when it comes to raffles, a lot of people are asking for things in return for slots. Now let's face it, slots don't automatically mean anything. Doesn't mean you're going to win, also doesn't mean you're going to lose, and of course the more slots you have, the more it helps. But the chances are so slim that you're going to win a raffle full of hundreds of entries that it's not worth it. You see, a lot of people are asking for ultra rare cards. Oh, you don't have to send the cards, but if you want to, you can get this amount of slots. And of course it's going to rope people in to sending cards for those extra slots, because let's say you're raffling off a base set booster box, which is probably my dream raffle, dream giveaway, but let's say you're raffling off a base set booster box and people want, you can send them 5 level X's and they'll give you 25 slots. They'll give you 5 slots per level X, right? That ain't exactly too fair. You see what I'm saying? There's no guarantee that that person sending you those level X's or those ultra rare cards, those anything, no matter how many slots you give them, is going to win that raffle. Now, I understand it's a matter of personal choice, and if you want to send them for those slots, hey, all more power to you. But personally, I don't believe sending cards or asking for subs or likes or favorites or views just to hold a raffle isn't exactly too fair. You see, there are PokeTubers out there who work extremely hard with their videos, who don't make raffles strictly to build subs. If you're really keen on giving back to the community, like I said, I think giveaways are the way to go. Raffles kind of say, I want to bolster my sub count, my view count, and my analytics, as well as my AdSense. So I'm going to hold a giant raffle and get a bunch of clicks. Now you see, that isn't exactly too right, in my opinion. So if you want to give back, do a giveaway. Make sure it's heartfelt. Don't do these empty raffles where, yes, you're giving something back, but the return you're asking for is actually covering not only what you're raffling off, but you're getting more in return in the end anyway. To me, that's not too fair of a trade-off, but hey, that's my personal opinion on raffles. Now we're going to move on to being yourself. Now, I understand trolls are pretty big, but they're trolls. Now, I think you should always be yourself in your videos, no matter what. People love it when they see your personality in the videos, and they're going to be more drawn to your videos, more drawn to watch them, more drawn to even enjoy them. Now, I understand trolls prevent, some people are worried about what others think, and I don't think that should be the case. I think that you guys, no matter what, should enjoy what you're doing. If you're PokeTubing, obviously you like Pokemon. Obviously it's a hobby that you share with the entire community. So a couple trolls shouldn't really dictate the way that you're running your videos, that you're hosting your videos. You should host them with all your personality and have the time of your life while you're doing it. Because hey, in the end, the PokeTubing community is all about having fun, all about meeting awesome people, and it's all about having a good time. So definitely be yourself in your videos. Don't let trolls get to you, and don't worry about them. They're trolls, and there is a block button for a reason. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that little rant. Might not be the popular opinion, but hey, it's my opinion, it's my rant. And like I said, you guys can name that rant if you just leave your comments right down below in the comment section. I'll pick the best one, give you credit in the next episode for the title of that segment. Now, I appreciate you guys watching this video. I understand it was a little bit longer than, the others, but hey, pretty good content, right? I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now remember, episode 5 of TeamSinnoh was brought to you in part by Huntail and Gorbis, the forgotten Pokemon of the Hoenn region. Poor Huntail and Gorbis. And this video was also brought to you in part by the Pokemon Center, offering better healthcare than even Obamacare. Remember to vote November 6th, guys. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more awesome TeamSinnoh videos to come. Check out all the links we have down below in the description box. Remember to like this video, comment down below with your amazing feedback, and subscribe to TeamSinnoh if you haven't already, which I'm pretty sure I just said. But anyway, thank you guys, I love you all, and I will see you all in the next episode. Or if I have a video up before then, hey, we'll see. Anyway, remember to check out all the links down below. Love you guys. Have a good day. Have a good night wherever you are. Here's my hand. Bye, guys.